Welcome back, viewers. And this is ICT Trading Concept, and I'm gonna talk about macro today. In this video, you will learn about macro, though there are different type of macros, but I would like to talk about one type of macro which I really love most. But before going over there, I would like to say something else. Tomorrow is Saturday, and tomorrow actually I'm going back to my country. I'll be in my country at in like Monday, yeah, Monday morning. So maybe I won't be able to upload any video or communicate with any of you. Until then, I hope you will be safe. Be careful. And in the meantime, you can do one thing. If you go to my channel and from there, if you go to the study section, I mean the from playlist, you will go to the study section. You will find this four video, how to avoid losing trade. You will watch all of this video in order this. Okay, so first you will watch how to avoid losing trade, then you will watch what is breakaway gap, after that how to use fair value gap, balanced price range, and lastly you will watch full guidelines for 1 minute chart. If you have already watched all of these videos, I will tell you that if you have the time, then please go again and watch all of these four videos in order this. Okay, I took most of my entry depending on of these four, actually only these four. So I think it will be, you know, beneficial for you if you watch this four video. Mm, so that's all. It's up to you. If you really would like to learn this concept, you can do it. And before going macro, I would like to add something else. And if you didn't watch my last video, I will actually put the link to my description. Please pause this video, go to my description and watch that video, then come back here, because here I'm gonna use the point I already talked about on that video. This is the PM session and that was the AM session of Friday. So if you didn't watch that videos, maybe you won't get some point when I will indicate them. Okay. Before macro, I would like to describe about this entry. If you see, when I took the entry from here in the morning session, price went above this sell side liquidity, sorry, the buy side liquidity, and also the 15-minute fair value gap. And then it, after clearing this, liquidity, it just gave me the very good market structure shift. When I have seen this market structure shift, immediately I marked this as my fair value gap, and I was waiting to price go over there, but it didn't go over there. Instead of that, it breaks lower again. Then I marked this order block as well, but you see it didn't go to the order block. And this were the relatively equal low. This high was my target for the morning session entry. So it came to that level and then went above again. Then this was the lunch hour, and I didn't get any setup over here. Okay, it's a very boring introduction. So let's go to the macro. Today I'm gonna talk about 250 to 310 macro. This is the macro I really love most. I love 950 to 1010 AM macro, 250 310 macro. These two macro I really love most. And what actually this macro do, I will talk about that. And as well as I'm using the replay mode. You see, this is the 5 minute fair value gap. This is the sell side liquidity. If you go over here, you should have remembered that I took my entry depending on this liquidity. When it has cleared this liquidity and gave me the market structure shift over there, I took to the morning session entry, and there was the 5 minute fair value gap. So this is that fair value gap, and I mark this sell side liquidity, I mean the lowest one, because now this low and this low is has made the relatively equal low. So I just make this low, mark this low as my sell side liquidity. So price came from above to here and clear the sell side liquidity. Then when it started to go higher, I was thinking why it stopped here. So I went first 1 minute chart. I didn't say anything over here. very significant. Yeah, there is a little fair value gap, but I didn't mark that as a it came below the fair value gap, so it wasn't significant for me. Then I went 5 minute chart. In 5 minute as well there was nothing. Then I went to 15-minute chart. If you see in 15-minute chart also there is nothing. There was a fair value gap over here, but price didn't come to this fair value gap. You see price just stopped over there at that level. Then I went to hourly chart, and at hourly chart I find this is a very nice order block and as well as a very nice fair value gap. So I marked this order block from hourly chart. Let's go to the 1 minute again. So this is the hourly order block. Price came to that order block and went above this 5 minute fair value gap. Why this 5 minute fair value gap is important for me? If you see in the morning session, price came to this 5 minute fair value gap and then went higher, cleared the buy side liquidity, all of the liquidity, then come back again. So this 5 minute fair value gap is the last days where price can hold, but it didn't hold over here. Instead of that, it break lower and went to this hourly order block, also as well as the hourly fair value gap, then went higher. Is there any market structure shift, guys? If you have already watched my market structure shift video, that means how to avoid the losing trade, then you will know, in my opinion, there is no market structure shift. So price went higher and it went to the order block and failed to trade this fair value gap. If you remember, this was my breakaway gap from the morning session. So it failed to go over there. Instead of that, it came again, and it was consolidated over here. So I was waiting for 250 to 310 macro. Let's see. This is 250 candle. So it's already inside the macro, and price was consolidated over here. It was actually respecting this 5 minute fair value gap, and then this one. I saw this. What it did actually, it cleared this liquidity. Guys, this is for macro. When you will see macro, I mean whenever price will came into the macro, it will do only two things. First of all, if it want to go higher, then it will clean some sell side liquidity and then give you a very nice market structure shift, the energetic market structure shift. So I saw that it has actually cleared this sell side liquidity and also traded this order block. You see this order block, this down close candle with a very nice run. This is my order block. So it has traded this, and then boom, it has actually shifted this market structure. Let me actually mark it. This was my market structure shift. Guys, do you have any confusion about this shifting market structure? Is it energetic displacement or not? Let me know on the comment box. So I have seen this market structure shift. I was waiting to make a fair value gap over here, and the very next candle, it has made a very nice fair value gap over here. If I would like to mark this fair value gap, this was the fair value gap, and then the next candle, it went higher a little bit and then tried again to come lower, and there. When I have seen this candle, it just respected this fair value gap low. Actually, I was fearing that I am gonna miss this trade, because I was waiting it will come to this fair value gap, because you see there is no other fair value gap. If I have seen there is another fair value gap, then I would take entry to that fair value gap and my stop loss would be just below the consequent encroachment of this fair value gap. But there is no other fair value gap. This is the only fair value gap. The another thing is, already there is a fair value gap which is very important, which is actually from the morning session, as well as the 50% of this fair value gap has traded in the morning session. I was afraid that price won't go over here and it will actually trade the lower part of this fair value gap, and then it will go higher. I was thinking so many things. I was one time I was thinking, okay, I will take my entry over here. Then I have marked that it's a very big, very big stop loss. I didn't want to take that stop loss. So I was waiting, and then boom, price just went above and the next candle above there. So it actually cleared all of this liquidity from here, the liquidity, the imbalance, if you see this, and it traded over here. So actually I missed this trade, and this was just session has already closed. I mean the macro 250 to 310 macro, it closed over here. So I missed it. Yeah, sometimes market won't give you any chance to take entry, but overall this is the macro. Why I was expecting higher prices rather than lower prices. You see, price came from here. First, it has cleaned the buy side liquidity, then tried one more time to go higher and failed to go high. It went, it just went like this way and then break lower. It came all the way down, cleared the sell side liquidity. In the morning session, it actually swiped a shallow run. It gave me a very shallow run. But here, it actually cleared the sell side liquidity. And for you, brother, this is for you. You asked me that how do I know that price will go lower? You see, this was very energetic run. After seeing this run, I was expecting that price will just give me a market structure shift to the lower part. If I have seen that market structure shift, it was inside the silver bullet zone, so I would take my short over here, and my target would be the new day opening gap low. But instead of doing that, market went back to the its zone. It didn't want to leave it. It came down, cleared all of the sell side liquidity, go back again inside that zone. So I didn't see any market structure shift over here. If you see, I even didn't get any market structure shift in that place for going low. If you see closely or clearly, there is no nice market structure shift that can tell me that market would like to go lower. On the other hand, it has respected this hourly fair value gap as well as the water block. Also cleared all of this sell side liquidity from morning session and as well as all the equal lows. Then went above. At last, when it is inside this macro, it has given me this market structure shift. This is very nice and energetic market structure shift. I always look for this type of market structure shift with very energy, not this type of Mickey Mouse move. I love this type of displacement. Though I didn't get any chance here as well as here, so I didn't take any entry over there. So that's all about the macro. When you will see price came to the macro, and I recommend you two macro. I love that because most of the time these two macro serves very well. One is 950 to 1010 in the morning session. Another one is 250 to 310 at the PM session. These two macro really works well most of the time. Nothing is 100% certain in trading, but you will get most of the time a very nice setup. It will clear this, it will clear the liquidity first, then it will give you a very nice market structure shift. In the fair value gap, you will take your entry. I would like to talk about here. I know it's gonna be a very big long video as well, but I should have talked about here. When price started to come lower, I was expecting this is the last fair value gap, because in the morning session, if you have seen, after clearing the sell side liquidity, market went just to the consequent encroachment of this fair value gap. So this fair value gap was very strong. My opinion is it will clean this equal low and respect this fair value gap, then it will go higher. But instead of that, I have seen that market actually consolidate over here. And what is the time? Let me actually mark the time. This is 150. This is 210. Sorry, 210. Okay. So when price came here, what it did actually, if you see closely, it has made some highs over here. I just mark this one. Please don't forget about this fair value gap. It has made some highs then cleared the sell buy side liquidity, closed below this fair value gap. Then when I have seen this, it has closed below the fair value gap, I marked the consequent encroachment of this fair value gap. Now, at the morning session, as all of you know, I took entry here depending on this I fair value gap. What did I tell you? I was waiting if market can close the it can break this fair value gap, and then can it break the consequent encroachment. So if it can break the consequent encroachment, then I will do nothing. But instead of that, it actually didn't break the consequent encroachment and then close below this fair value gap. When it went back to the fair value gap, I took short, and that was my target. Now look at here. This is inside the macro. It has made some liquidity, then cleared the liquidity. If you see here as well, give me, you can see this is also for me. Actually, I love this type of trade. I can analyze this I fair value gap. I didn't actually tell anything about this to my channel, but I will just show you. I saw this market structure shift, and this candle closed below this fair value gap. Then I marked the consequent encroachment. Then I was watching all of this move. Can it break? Can it close above the consequent encroachment? It failed. You see, any of the candle didn't close above the consequent encroachment. Then it breaks lower again. You see this candle exactly at 207 candle inside the macro. I got my sell side taken, got my market structure shift. Price failed to go above the consequent encroachment, and then this bull candle, when it tap over here, I was thinking to take a short, and this is my target. The sell side liquidity would be my target. My stop loss will be above this fair value gap high. That would be a very nice trade, but I didn't take it is because I want to show you guys that if you wait, you will get very nice setup. Very nice setup. You don't need to you know take entry over this consolidate area and then void about and you know make your pressure high. I didn't want that. So if you would like to learn about this, stay with me to my channel. I will talk about this, but I need some more time. I'm only one guy, so one man battle. So there was the PM session as well, but though you see, it's unfortunately I missed that entry. It didn't came over here. Instead of that, it actually used this fair value gap and went higher. And if you see, it went very high over there. It would be a very nice trade, but I missed it as well. Sometimes I miss trade. I take losing trade. This is all part of this game. So you can't be fair about missing trade. If you fear about missing trade, then you can't be a consistent profitable trader. Today it didn't give you any chance, but tomorrow you will get the chance to take entry over here. Trust me, it will give you the chance tomorrow, and you will be benefit tomorrow if you would take this trade. Just let me mark, and your target should be here. I just think this high, it's 37 handle, guys. If you just take one contract, that means $50, you just multiple $50 with 37, you will know how much. So guys, don't fear about missing trade. Just wait for the perfect trade. You will be you'll be the winner. And this is actually macro always takes some liquidity, then it will give you very nice market structure shift, and then you will take your entry to the fair value gap. You'll be the winner. So that's all for today. If you are new, please subscribe to my channel, and if you like my video, then give me a thumbs up. Be safe, guys. Until Monday, cheers.